Hey everybody, it's Deanna with tools of energyprotection.com, your energy shift expert. How you doing tonight? Woohoo! It is April the 7th of 2020, and I don't know how many weeks now we've been in quarantine, but it's enough to drive you crazy. Well, at least it's driving me crazy. Got clients calling left and right, talking about what's happening at their house, and I want to know what's happening for you. So I finally got the Spiritual Awakening Academy Step 1 ready for everybody. Hey, Judy. Ready for everybody. So let's talk about that super quickly and get you on board as fast as possible at toolsofenergyprotection.com. So here's the deal. You may be feeling like your shielding techniques aren't working. You've done everything you've been doing for a long time and you still feel penetrated by negative energy from other people, even if you don't leave your house sometimes. You might also feel like you want to clean your home a lot. I know it's spring and it's time for cleaning the house, but you may be cleaning feeling like you're preparing for something inevitable that you don't even know what it is, but yet you're cleaning. And your mind may be in overdrive. I know that's why I'm kind of hyper, because my mind's been like all day long. It's been super duper going faster, every day. And then there's, the ups, emotional ups, and there's the emotional downs, and you don't know which way you're headed sometimes. Then feeling again completely restless, because there are times when I totally feel completely restless, like I want to go somewhere, like I can't stand to be in my house anymore. Yes, that's psychologically normal, but I'm telling you, we are fighting a spiritual battle in ways we can't even imagine. And that's why we're feeling this way, ladies and gentlemen. We are being called to action by a higher power, by God's Spirit or Source, and we are simply not knowing how to answer the call. We hear the bugle, we hear the horn, we hear the drums, and we're running around going, oh gosh, where do I go? What do I do? What do I do? And there is nobody out there saying, do this or do this. Well, there are some people, but they want you to join up with them, and they want you to be loyal to them and all these other things, and it's nonsense. And people are preaching that it's Armageddon, and as far as I know, it's not Armageddon. So get over that, I'm telling you, I don't mean to be rude or mean to spiritual leaders, but move over. Do not put fear into people's hearts. There's enough fear in this country, in this world right now. If you believe that, you give me a thumbs up, because it's happening. You have a mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and energy body, and all of them are being fear-mongered right at this present moment. There are vibrations going through the airwaves that you don't even know about. And if you take a moment to stand there and think about how many things are in the airwaves, you've got Wi-Fi, you've got your car when you do the little beep beep thing, you've got all kinds of radio waves, and so things are going through the air constantly. What's one more thing? And that one more thing is jumping right into your mind, into your electromagnetic frequency. Bioelectromagnetism, look it up. And it's causing you to feel off balance. And because you've been called to God, Spirit, or Source's perfect spiritual army, you don't know what to do. Can I get an amen? I feel like in one of those churches. Amen! But I'm serious. And I'm going to tell you one more time what I'm seeing. And then I'm going to tell you the solution that I have. Okay? So that first thing, I had a lady call me today. I'm not going to tell you her name, but she just was sent to me by divine calling to remind me what everybody was looking for as I was assembling the first leg of the academy together today. So she said her energy shields aren't working. I told you, I've been in this business 13 years. I've been doing this my whole life, formerly trained for at least 20 years. And when this first started, my shields were all over the place, and I was like, what the schmeg? And even last night, I had an entity come in my house and turn my TV, which I don't watch TV very often, but I was numbing out, turned it from one complete network to another. Not a channel, but those little TVs, you can click them from like Netflix to YouTube to whatever, that. I have not had that in years. That is definitely getting my attention. And it was nothing to do with the cable or the internet. There was a couple of other things. And then when I went on a walk, I felt like somebody was following me around. That's probably my angels. But if my angels are following me that closely behind to make sure I'm protected, I know there's crap happening. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I was reminded of today by this beautiful woman who called me, and she said, Deanna, I need help. And here are her exact reasons why she said she needed help. She said, number one, her shield techniques are not working no matter what she does. She feels like she has to clean her house, like she's getting ready for something, although she's not going to have to move. You know, it's not like she's lost the income where she has to move, but she feels like there's something coming. Yeah, spring cleaning, but I'm not buying that. She says she's overly sensitive. She cries at the drop of a hat. That also has to do with post-traumatic stress disorder. You are being mind screwed by what's happening in the world right now. Okay? It's just that simple. Mind screwed. That's why we cry at the drop of a hat. That's why we get angry and aggravated and we feel caged up. And yes, I realize on the physical level, we're staying home to help each other not spread the virus. I do get that. But there's something beyond that. It has to do with your psyche, okay? She said that her mind was in overdrive. Well, no duh. That's why I'm talking to you right now. Because that's where my mind has been in overdrive all day long, just trying to handle what's being expected of me. You know, helping my daughter with online school, you know, running my business, paying my bills, answering emails, you know, dealing with my own personal life. I'm sure all of you are going through that and probably dealing with a spouse being at home as well. You know, we're not used to being together with our loved ones 24/7. Can I get an amen? It's tough. So you have all of that coming at you at once. And you're expected to deal with it? Not to coin a phrase, but seriously? Yes, seriously. So, she also said she felt completely restless. I take a walk every day around my block because I live in a rural area where I can do that. Sometimes twice a day. But I feel restless, like I don't know what to do next. I don't know whether to clean my kitchen. I don't know whether to cook. I don't know whether to help my daughter. I don't know whether I need to write copy and get ready for my next class. You know? It's just a lot. So, here's the deal. A few weeks back, almost a month back, I posted that I was going to be opening up a Spiritual Awakening Academy for all of you that are just getting on board because you don't understand what's happening, and perhaps one of these things is happening to you. And you know that you have a higher calling, but you don't know what it is. I mean, some people are calling me saying, I hear you talking about spiritual gifts. I don't know what my gift is, but I know I have one. Well, once we get together and we begin to help you workshop it and really look at it, you're going to know exactly what that gift is, and you're going to know what part of God's army you are. You're going to know whether you have clear knowing, the gift of prophecy, the gift of healing, the gift of shielding, the gift of protecting others. You're going to know. There will be absolutely no doubt. And all you have to do is enlist, if you will. Because I'm going to give you 3 steps. The first one is power. That's the first thing. We're going to help you get your power back. Second, we're going to help you get your life force back, because a lot of our life forces is and sometimes down into the depression zone too. Depression, anxiety, anybody? You can give me a laughing face if you want. You know, and those of us that are depressed or anxiety kind of like on that hairy edge are like, yeah, you know, it is hard. We need a power team. We need a community. We need somebody to uplift us. We're all in this together. And the last part is we're going to take action, and I'm going to show you how to go into that spiritual battle fully shielded up. And yes, believe it or not, in the Bible, it talks about spiritual shields. And guess what? There's 7 of them. And guess how many energy centers you have in the body, or chakras? Hello, right? So we're going to look at that. That's what we're going to do. And if you're ready and you're willing and you're able to join me, let me tell you what else. When I used to teach, what I'm about to teach, In these 3 sections, I used to teach in a 3.5-day class. People would enter on one side and they'd come out the other, and they were not the same person. They were a beautifully gifted, empowered, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional being. And no, I'm not getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do a workout for all of you. You can find that yourself on YouTube. But what I'm saying is, it's time. And if you're ready, join me in the Spiritual Awakening Academy. The first step is power. So I'm inviting you to embrace your power. And I want to give you some really quick steps to get there, because you're already in the war zone. The bombs are already dropping. You're already, maybe yelling for the medic, or maybe you're hiding in the hole. And I'm going to get you there just like that. That's the first step, to get you uprighted. And no, you won't be ready to go into battle right after this, but you will be willing and able to sustain. It's kind of like a bomb shelter, if you will. You're going to go inside it there. You're not hiding, but you're going to get what you need in order to keep taking the constant hits, right? And most of you aren't working, so you have all the time in the world to practice. That's a good thing, right? And even if you are working, you can still practice. So if you're ready, willing, and able to join me on this, then here is registration. I got it up today. Oh, yes. And one other thing. I asked God, Spirit, or Source, what energy exchange should this be at? Because I know a lot of you aren't working. And this course, when I taught it, the 3.5 days was $500. And I know a lot of you people aren't, steady with that right now. So this first course, this first introductory step, which is going to shield you up, give you empowerment tools, help you to study and stand upright and stand your ground and be grounded and be connected to God's Spirit or Source. I am going to put this up. It's already up, actually, and it's $45. That's how much I desire to get as many people on board as I can. Okay? Simple from my heart. I love each and every one of you. And I don't want you afraid to go to sleep at night. I don't want you emotionally unsteady during the day. I don't want you shadowboxing, wondering where the next person's, not person, but the next, danger is going to come from. Because that's what I've been feeling like. I've been staying up sometimes at night, sleeping on my couch, waiting for somebody to walk through my front door. It's an uneasy, unsteady feeling when there's, quote unquote, nobody there. That's because they're at the higher level, but you know it. All right, so go to toolsofenergyprotection.com to get yourself registered. It is called Spiritual Awakening Academy, Embrace the Power. There is a little explanation of what we're going to do, just a little one. We'll cover all those points and push click here. It's 1 hour and 90 minutes. And if that's not enough for you, once you get it, we'll do a Zoom meeting, which means it won't be on here. It'll be on Zoom. So if you're, if you'll have easy access to it, okay? It'll be recorded, although I prefer you come live. It's easier for me to help you. And we're going to train for 90 minutes. And you're going to have worksheets that you can download. Don't worry if you don't have a printer, that's not a problem. Because you can take notes, you can download the worksheets on your computer and save them for when you can print them out. But you will need pen, pencil, paper, highlighter if you want it. And we're going to go through and we're going to implement meditation practices that are easy. If you've never been able to meditate, don't worry, you can do these. We're going to give you actionable steps towards your physical fitness. We're going to upgrade your energetic shields. We're going to help you set spiritual goals so you know who you are and why you're here. We're going to identify your spiritual gifts. And we're going to give you power activation with affirmations, which means you're speaking your truth. And when you're speaking your truth in love and in light, nobody can mess with you, period. Because there is nothing greater than the light, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe it's hard sometimes to walk in faith. I wouldn't know anything about that. Somebody out there watching tonight that knows different. But I want you to imagine that, I believe it was Peter and the other disciples were with Jesus, and he had finished talking, and he said, go to the next town, and they had to cross a sea, and he's like, I will be with you in a minute. He had to go take a break, little download time. And they went out on the ocean, or the sea, sorry, and Jesus said he would join them later. So when he got done, he started walking out across the water, and apparently the waves were, like this, or the wind was blowing or something, because as he's walking across the water, the disciples saw him and thought he was a ghost. So you can imagine what that must have looked like. And Peter, I believe it's Peter, called out to Jesus and said, who is it? And Jesus was like, it's me. And Peter said, if that's you, Lord. So he tested him. He said, if that's you, Lord, call me to come to you. And Jesus said one word, come. And that's what I'm saying to you. Come. Let me teach you. Let me empower you. And no, I am not Jesus. That job's already been filled. Mine just says teacher. Empowerment person. So I hope you will come and join me. It's going to be this Saturday. It's 90 minutes. We're going to start about 10 o'clock in the morning. And go register. You'll get an email confirmation, and then I will send you an invitation to the Zoom room, and we will get busy. And I actually have guaranteed it. I put my guarantee on there, okay? That your results are guaranteed as long as you do the work. And if you can honestly call me and say it didn't work and you did what you were told to do, then I will do the guarantee. Okay? I can't make it much simpler than that. So that's it. I did tell you in the last video that if for whatever reason you didn't want to go this direction, you're one of my regular clients that just wants to get readings and like to get some help that way from your angels, if you will go to toolsofenergyprotection.com and click on book a session. I brought it up here, personal sessions. And I have a special running on over there for a very low rate and to do angel readings. So you can click on that and we can get together and I can tell you what's going on for you. So that's what's happening right now. As promised, I'm slowly splitting the website into the Spiritual Awakening Academy and those people who would like to get readings and healings and help and are not really desiring to join the rest of us in the spiritual army. So that's it. And of course, when I get done with the video, I will press replay so all of you can see it. So please do go to toolsofenergyprotection.com, click on Spiritual Awakening Academy, embrace the power. And again, it's $45. This is an introductory price and it is limited seating for two reasons. One, because of the coronavirus, I have been on Zoom doing classes for years, but everybody else is now on Zoom doing meetings and stuff like that. So it's a little slower. And then I'm also doing this from my home as opposed to my office, and my home internet is not as fast as and powerful as my business. So I want to limit the number of people so everybody can get quality time and quality information. And I have not put it up yet, but I am following up 2 weeks after that class with a question and answer live with me on Zoom. So not only are you going to get these tools, you're going to be able to use them and implement them for 2 weeks, write your question down and meet back with me. So I can't wait to see you. I know it's a quick turnaround. I know it's this Saturday, but the way the energies are changing so quickly, I don't have a choice. I don't have 6 weeks to advertise it and get, 200 people in a classroom. I've just got to go person by person by person by person. So on that note, I do like to keep it light. And I was working with someone the other day, and we were talking about this song that kept going over in my head. And I looked it up on the internet, and it's actually from the Village People, long time ago, old school. And it's called In the Navy. And in that song, it's so cute because they have a part I want to play on Facebook, but they don't allow you because it's infringement, copyright. But we want you, we want you, we want you as a new recruit. You've already been recruited. If anything I'm saying is resonating with you, that one recruited you, and I am but one teacher.